Hello guys, today in this video we are going to start a new series about Unreal Engine gameplay ability system. In this I will try to cover everything related to Unreal Engine gameplay ability system. So let's get started. So gameplay ability system have these 7 most important classes which we are going to use. The first one is Unreal Engine ability system component. This ability system component it will handle most of the things related to gameplay ability. For example, it will handle what are the abilities we want to activate, some abilities we want to deactivate, or what are the abilities we have, or if we want if we have unlocked that ability or if we haven't unlocked that ability. It will keep track of everything related to the ability system. Okay, so there is like Unreal Engine definition also. The ability system component in Unreal Engine is a key component of gameplay ability system. It is responsible for managing and executing gameplay abilities for characters or entities within game. This ability system component will be used for your own character class also, and it will be used for any NPC characters also. So NPCs can also manage their abilities. For example, there is an enemy character which want to throw some kind of fireball or any other kind of damageable things. So from that ability system component, if your enemy have that specific ability of throwing fireball or any other thing, then your ability system component will handle that, and if it have that ability, then it can throw, or else it cannot throw. The second thing is this attribute set. What is attribute set? Like let's go to this definition. Attribute set define the set of attributes that describe the state of character or entity in the game, such as health, mana, or damage. Like any kind of variables your character have, you can make them and as attribute set. For example, your health, your mana, your stamina, or maybe your movement speed. Like if you are at like level 1, your movement speed will be like 500 centimeter per second, or like 1000 at 10 level, these kind of things. It is mainly used for like storing. You can store coins, XP, or any kind of thing you want to store. You can store inside this attribute set. And what are the use? They provide a centralized data structure for storing, updating attribute value, as well as defining attributes, modifiers, and gameplay logic. Attribute change can be tracked and observed, allowing for reactivating behavior and gameplay interaction based on attribute values. By using these attribute set, Unreal Engine already have created a lot of functionality to this. For example, if that some specific kind of attribute is changed, like there are dispatches for that, you can bind your functionality to those one and just reflect those in your UI. Or you can use these attribute set in like gameplay effects, which we will cover in the next step. Like through the gameplay effects, you can change the value of these attribute set. Or there are a lot of things, like when we are you will understand it properly when we are like making it inside Unreal Engine, our own attribute set, our values, and those things. The third one is our gameplay effect. The main use case of gameplay effect is modifying our attribute set's value. For example, we have a character which have the health of let's suppose 50, and we picked up a item which consists of this gameplay effect, and it consists of our health value of like minus 25 or something. So if we picked up that item, like it will deduct minus 25 health from our and then it will be 25 after deducting it from 50. Or same, it can be some kind of potion or something, and if we drink that potion, it will apply this gameplay effect, and it will have a value of maybe like plus 10, plus 20, or any kind of value. Then it will add that value inside our attribute set, and we will get more health. This is its main use case. And there are like 3 type of gameplay effects. There is a like one instant gameplay effect, which will be applied to us instantly. Like if we picked up a potion and drank it, like it will immediately give us like plus 50 health. And there is a infinite also, like throughout the complete gameplay, that gameplay effect will be applied on us. For example, like some kind of games, like if you are using your mana, like it will slowly increase your mana, like per second you will get 1 or 2 mana. And the third one is a duration based gameplay effect. For example, there is a enemy or something like which shot us with some arrow or something, and we got stunned, and we cannot move for like 10 seconds or something, then that will be a gameplay effect for like a duration gameplay effect. So for 10 seconds that gameplay effect is applied to us and we cannot move. The fourth one is our gameplay ability. Let's go through its definition first. Gameplay ability represents the individual action or abilities that a character can perform in the game, such as shooting a weapon, casting a spell, or activating a special kind of move. Each gameplay ability is defined by a set of parameters, including its cost, cooldown, input bindings, and effects. Abilities are activated in response to player input or game events and can trigger various effects on target or the environment. So the gameplay abilities, like mainly these are the functionality. For example, you have a fire ability or shooting ability, sword or any kind of abilities. Those will come under this. All its functionality will be inside this gameplay ability. And when we want to use it, like we will activate it through our ability system component. Every single abilities, gameplay abilities are handled by our ability system component. If we want to activate this ability, we have to use our ability system component and activate this gameplay ability. We can activate this by various ways, and the best way is for activating the gameplay abilities by using gameplay tags. I will teach you about gameplay tags also when we reach there. So simply gameplay abilities, like for example, like this is our gameplay ability, and it can consist of a gameplay effect also, and it will, for example, it will deduct like -20 health or something, and it's a some fire ability or something. So when we activate this, and it consists of a projectile also. This is a, like, just suppose it's a projectile. It's our projectile. So whenever we activate this gameplay ability, it will activate this, it will throw a projectile, and that projectile consists of this gameplay effect, and it hits our enemy, it will apply this gameplay effect on us, and then like if we have some kind of health or something, it will deduct that health. So you can create any kind of abilities like this, shooting, mechanics, any kind of those you can add inside this gameplay abilities and activate through it from our ability system component. And there are many more things inside this gameplay ability, and we will cover every single thing in the upcoming videos. So the fifth one is our gameplay task. Let's go through its definition. Gameplay tasks represent asynchronous or long-running operation performed by gameplay abilities such as charging an ability, channeling a spell, or performing a complex action sequence. They provide mechanism for executing complex gameplay logic in a controlled and modular manner, with support for cancellation, interruption, and chaining. I will try to make you understand this through an example. For example, we have a gameplay ability, and this is our gameplay ability. It is a lightning bolt or something, and this is our enemy. These are our two enemies, and you want to create some kind of logic, like whenever you press your right mouse button or any or other button, it will automatically find the location. Like you have a restriction of like 200 meters or something. If these enemies are in 200 meters, it will automatically find the location of this enemy, and it will shoot that lightning bolt directly on those, like this. Yeah, it will shoot those things like this. So for this, you will create a gameplay task inside your ability, and it will do some random thing. Not random, like it will try to find the location of this thing. Like after finding the location through its delegate or data handle, you will get the location of these things by implementing the logic inside this gameplay task. It will be like implementing any other logic in any other functions. Same you can implement inside this. After getting the location of those things, we can get the data from this thing, and our gameplay ability can get the vector location from this and just apply that lightning bolt on that thing, and those guys will die. So the next one is gameplay tags. Let's go through its definition. Gameplay tags are lightweight hierarchical identifier used to categorize and classify the game elements. They are commonly used for querying and filtering gameplay elements such as abilities, effects, and targets. Tag can represent various properties, traits, or affiliation, making them versatile for organizing and managing the game content. Okay. So let's go through an example for using these gameplay tags. For example, we have a specific ability and it consists of some kind of tag. This is our tag. And when we want to activate this ability, we will activate this through our ability system component. In the ability system component, there is a specific function. I think the name of that function is try activate ability by tag. And in the ability system, when we call that function, we can just give this tag and it will directly activate this ability. And after that, like we can just whatever this ability, like for fire, sword or arrow shooting, we can directly use that ability. Okay, and the other use of this, there are like lot of use, like you can, the use are endless for this, but I am giving you the main use case of this gameplay text according to this ability system component, gameplay ability system. So for example, like we have a specific area in our map or something, and this is a fire area. And whenever our player enter inside this thing, it will apply a gameplay effect on us, like it and that gameplay effect consists of some kind of tag or something. For let's suppose it consists of fire tag only, so it will add that fire tag to our character class. And after adding that tag, you cannot heal. Like if you are inside this fire area, you cannot heal. So if you have some kind of potion or something, if you try to drink that thing, then when we are drinking, like we will check if we have specific tag or something. If we have fire tag, then we don't want to apply that ability, we want to block that ability, so we will not be able to drink that potion or this kind of thing. And when we get out of it, and then it will automatically remove that. So whenever we get out of it, it will remove that gameplay effect. Now we can simply drink that potion because we don't have that fire gameplay effect. So we can activate any ability through this gameplay tags. We can block these ability. There are a lot of things we can do with this gameplay tags, which we will cover while working. So the last one is gameplay cues. Gameplay cues are used to trigger visual and audio effects associated with our gameplay abilities and effects. They provide a way to decouple visual and audio assets from gameplay logic, allowing for easy reusability and customization. Cues can be triggered specific point during ability execution, such as on activation, impact, or expiration. So, in simple words, the use of gameplay cues is for applying any kind of cosmetic thing. For example, like when that fire ability, this was area, and for example, just for just some kind of very dangerous ability or something, and it is coming. It is throwing a projectile or something, and this is our poor character or something. And whenever this ability hit us, we want to do several things. A very big fiery blast, something, it will come, and it will after some time, like it will spread some blood or something, those kind of thing it will do, or some other like spur sounds or something, lot of noise it will make, or these kind of thing. And all of these things will come inside our gameplay cues. We can implement all these things, like any kind of cosmetic thing you want to do, you will do it through the gameplay cue. You may have a lot of doubts currently in these things, but I'm sure like when we start this series and start writing our code and all those things, then you will understand it properly. And if you have any kind of specific doubts for regarding those things, like and you want to like understand one single topic in deep or something, or any kind of thing, just drop a comment. I will be uploading a new video for this gameplay ability system, in which we are going to set up everything related to the gameplay ability system for starting our series. If you like this series and want to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And if you want, you can join my Patreon also. Thank you.